So listen, guys, this YSL trial has been going on for what, a year now. I mean, there's some YouTube channels dedicated to the YSL trial, and I mean, it's good content if I don't say so myself. And we're gonna go ahead and dabble. We're gonna go ahead and dip our toes into the YSL trial because man, there's this one there's this one star witness, Woody or Woody, YSL Woody or Woody, whichever way you want to do it. This guy is making a mockery out of the court system. And I mean, when I tell you it's hilarious, every second of his testimony is, I mean, you feel like you're on a sitcom, people. Without further ado, man, we covered it on stream. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the best points. And I mean, it just keeps on giving. It keeps on going. Tell me what you think in the comments. Let's go ahead and check this out. He had this crazy testimony, like when he was interrogated, but now when they bring him to trial, he acts like his IQ is a 7. This this shit is crazy. He acts like his IQ is a 2, and it's fucking hilarious, bro. I cannot with this man. This guy is hilarious. Like, listen, from calling her stinky to telling him that he went to special ed classes and they gotta talk to him in a way he can understand. This shit had me, bro. This man is actually hilarious. That's what a lot of people don't understand. He's a comedian because I could not do this under that pressure. Are you kidding me? He don't give a fuck about shit. But anyways, let's go ahead and let's watch the highlights, man, because this guy is fucking, I can't. Under all this pressure, he's over here roasting the prosecution. Like, bro, chill. Hold on, let me play this.
Detective.
What's up, Gabrielle? How you doing? Thank you.
Work. That on the Sunday at Cascade Skating Ring.
When he told them he took special ed classes, though, that shit had me on the ground. I was like, bro, you cannot be serious. This man is out here. You gotta talk to me in a way that I can understand. All right, because I ain't got too much understanding. You understand? Let's do this.
Got Thug on FaceTime so Kel and Thug could speak. Yes or no?
If Detective Thorpe said I told him that, I told him that.
Okay. Do you remember that happening?
No.
Okay.
I don't remember. Me and Shea Kel ain't gonna talk.
All right. And then, do you remember telling Detective Thorpe so him and Thug talked, and whatever was said with that, I don't know?
I probably told Detective Thorpe that.
Okay. And again, that was in your January 11, 2015 interview.
I guess.
Now, did you also tell Detective Thorpe?
By the way, this is my new favorite witness. Like, bro, I cannot with this man. Hold on, let's continue.
About a shooting
What's up, Mitzi?
that occurred at a gambling house in Lakewood.
If that's what he said.
Do you recall a shooting at the gambling house in Lakewood? Do you recall a shooting at a gambling house in Lakewood?
No.
You do not?
I don't.
Okay. Do you recall telling Detective Thorpe in that same January 11, 2015 interview that there was a shooting over in Lakewood and that it was Kel and he was standing on top of a roof and shooting inside?
I probably did.
You said that poor boy got schizophrenia. He hearing voices. He's like, huh, huh, what, who the fuck am I? Where am I? Yo, I love this guy, bro. I cannot. He is making a fool. Listen, if this thing doesn't end in mistrial after this star witness, I don't know what the fuck our court system is doing. This shit needs to listen.
I need to know, do you remember telling him that or you don't remember telling him that?
When Detective Thorpe questioned me about what happened, I thought I was in there about 5 minutes. I thought I walked in and walked back out. So I don't know what I don't told him. I can't remember what I don't told him.
So you say you don't remember telling him about what happened at?
But if he said that I told him that, I'm telling you right now, I told him that. So
He's
can you
smart,
stop
though.
asking me what I supposed to told Detective Thorpe? Because I'm telling you now, if he said that I said anything about anything, I'm telling you, more likely I probably did.
Great. Well,
He's smart, though. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if his lawyer's telling him to do this or if he just came up with this shit himself. Because honestly, he's fulfilling his obligation to testify. First, he went up there and he said, I plead the fifth. Then they took him to jail. They asked him one question. And he was like, I plead the fifth. And you can't plead the fifth because he got immunity for his testimony, right? Boom. So they take him to jail for contempt. Now he's like, no, we're going to try a new strategy. I'm going to answer every damn question you have for me, but I'm just going to make it invalid. Because if you're saying you can't remember and you had amnesia basically, and basically I would have said yes to anything he said, you're invalidating your entire testimony, and you're still answering. You're still answering your questions. You're listen. I don't know. It might work out for him. I don't know.
ask you about all the things that you talked to
I believe
Detective Thorpe
he
about.
does have a lawyer until he fired her.
Did you also tell Detective Thorpe about the Friday before Nut was killed?
I guess.
Okay.
And they say the Friday before Nut was killed. So there's a rapper named Big Nut that allegedly, you know, Young Thug had something to do with, right? So they're really trying to get him on this and show that YSL is not a music label, it's a gang. So when she says Nut, that's a person.
On the Friday that Nut was killed, were you with Thug the Friday evening before Nut was killed?
No, you just said it earlier. Was I at the house? I said yes.
I'm talking about the Friday evening before Nut was killed.
I can't recall. I don't know what I done told Detective Thorpe.
I'm asking you, what do you remember yourself?
No, when I think back about 2015, all I remember was getting a call saying that Nut was killed and I was responsible for it. And the only thing besides that is people showing up at my folks' houses. Details about what happened, all this stuff been blanked out my mind. Like, it been blanked out my mind.
All right. In that same January 11, 2000 interview, you recall telling Detective Thorpe that you were with Thug and you were at DJ Drama's studio.
I probably did.
You say your name is Big Almond? That's fucking hilarious. Big Almond, stop playing. I always thought Big Nut was kind of an interesting name. It's like, does he like what do you mean by that? You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't really want that nickname. Just saying. Anything about any listen, he don't know nothing about nothing. He don't know anything about anything. Listen, do you see the emptiness in his eyes? He don't know nothing. If you close your eyes, he's giving Mike Tyson vibes. Shit. He don't scare me. Mike Tyson would scare me in his prime. Woody just gives me a goofy ass feeling. Like he feels like the type of guy like you hanging out with Woody, you're gonna be laughing the whole time. Every time you're hanging out with him, you're gonna be laughing.
Now, earlier I asked you about what time you left Deshawn's home to go to your brother's house. Do you recall telling Detective Thorpe that you left Deshawn's home around 5:00 p.m.?
I guess.
When you say you guess, I need to know, do you recall telling him that or you don't recall telling him that?
Maybe he was lying when he snitched and now he doesn't want to lie under oath. Maybe he doesn't want those charges. Listen, they need to throw this trial out is what the fuck they need to do. This shit is a fucking circus act right now. Honestly, it's probably worse than the Darrell Brooks trial in terms of just like the fuckery, not even the charges, just the fuckery that's going on. It's like, bro, we might need to look at throwing this shit out.
If he said I said it, I said it.
We might need to start looking at not doing this anymore.
Is that true or is that not true that you left her home around 5:00?
If you notice something about me, I don't keep up with the time or the days. I just go with the flow.
So do you remember it being around 5:00 p.m. that you left Deshawn's house?
I don't know what time I left her house.
Get that yawn out. Yank out that yawn. Yeah.
When you went to Mechanicsville, do you remember seeing anyone in Mechanicsville?
What you mean?
You said earlier that on the night before Nuts murder, on the day of, you left Deshawn's house and you went to Mechanicsville. Do you remember seeing anyone when you went to Mechanicsville?
I don't
His
remember
face,
if I
bro.
seen anyone.
Okay. Do you remember telling Detective Thorpe that you went to the green store?
Look at his face, bro. I can't. It's like he's taking a shit, bro. I cannot with bro.
I don't remember if I seen anyone.
Okay. Do you
Look
remember
at it. Look
telling
at it. And
Detective?
he just he crunches it up even more. He's like, I don't like that. I don't like these questions. No. I don't like that. This fool is I cannot, bro.
Thorpe that you
Free young Woody, you guys are stupid. What's up, Matthew? They said they asked him, how old are you? And he said, I'm an adult. Like, bro, you're not going nowhere with Woody, bro. How old are you? My boy said he's an adult. And then one time he didn't answer, he just shrugged his shoulders, and the prosecution was like, so why are you shrugging your shoulders right now? He looks at her bamboozled. Cause they my shoulders? Cause they're my shoulders, bro. This man must be stopped, bro. He must be stopped. This shit is hilarious.
did you tell him? Did you not tell him, or you don't recall telling him that?
If Thorpe said I said it, I said it.
If Thorpe
Do
said
you
I said
recall
it, then I
telling him
said it.
that he told you he was on Cleveland Avenue?
I guess.
Yes, no, or I don't recall.
If Thorpe said I said it, I said it.
It's almost like he's working with defense at the same time. And then if you notice, he says, huh, every time, huh, so she could repeat the question. He's giving defense enough time to, like, think of an objection to slow things down. Like, this shit is painful. But I think he's just scared of dying, to be honest. Honestly, like, he has kids, he has a girlfriend, he has all these people. What's up, Vikings? He has all these people that I think that he loves, you know, and he's just not willing to play those games. He's like, fuck this. I'm just gonna be a moron for 3 days straight. Who gives a fuck? It's gonna be painful, but just, you know, just go straight ape brain and just go moron the whole way. You should be fine.
Now, do you remember back in January 2015 giving Detective Thorpe Moontoon's phone number?
I guess.
I guess it's non-responsive.
Your Honor, that's not a compromise. Oral, sir.
I need you to respond. Do you remember?
I don't remember. I don't remember nothing I told Detective Thorpe.
All right.
So that's my response to every question you about to ask me. If it have anything to do with me speaking with him.
Don't remember Nathan.
It wasn't in my right state of mind. I don't have a clue.
Okay. Well, you have to bear with me because I'm going to have to ask you the question specifically. You can just
Okay,
say,
you
I
can
don't
ask.
remember.
I just said.
Prosecutor, is it not? Mr. Steele, overruled.
Do you remember today what Moontoon's number was back then?
No.
Back then when?
Back in 2015.
And how is the judge? Listen, the judge kind of pisses me off too. The judge low-key is helping out the defense. I don't care what anybody says. The judge, man, you're gonna notice a few things about the judge if we even get into this trial like that. The judge really kind of helps the defense along. Not the defense, the prosecution. And then it's like the judge hates the defense. It's a weird feeling, bro. It's like, no. Ask the question properly. You have to say when. Like, he's just always there helping out prosecution. And then when it's defense, he don't want to hear nothing. He's over here arresting the man. He's arresting people, not listening. Didn't the judge let up today or no? What do you mean let up? But I don't like the judge. The judge is hella biased, it feels.
Detective Thorpe.
All right.
So that's my response to every question you about to ask me. If it have anything to do with me speaking with him.
No, I don't think he's doing a different accent. That's how he speaks. It's the Atlanta accent.
It wasn't in my right state of mind. I don't have a clue.
Okay. Well, you're going to bear because I'm going to have to ask you the question specifically. You can just
Okay,
say,
you
I
can
don't
ask.
remember.
I just said.
Prosecutor, is it not? Mr. Steele overruled.
Do you remember today what Moontu's number was back then?
Back
To
then when?
Multu?
Back in
Who the
2015.
fuck is? To say back when? I mean, why are you helping her?
No, I better know my phone number now.
All right. Do you remember giving him the number 404-662-8935?
I guess.
I need to know, do you remember or you do not remember?
Yeah, I did. I don't.
You said it's not low key, it's obvious. Yeah.
Do you remember what kind of car that Moontu dropped you off in to take you to the police department on January 11, 2015?
I don't know. I don't know if he. I don't know. I don't know if he asked me. I don't remember what I told him.
Okay. Do you remember saying it was either bluish, grayish Malibu and it was rented?
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember telling him that?
Yes, I guess. Yes.
You said to your girlfriend, this shit not gonna work. Sit right here and be a damn snitch, so I'm gonna keep going. Do you recall telling your girlfriend that?
I don't recall.
Okay. And then she responded, so, you're right, it'll be effect on the listener.
Overrule the objection, sir. Overrule, sir.
So what you're saying, why you acting like you did? And she said, you should have just said, no, I thought you know all of them. And you said to her, I do know who it was. Do you recall telling her that?
I know that I knew the camera. I knew that I was being recorded, so I kind of knew what I was doing.
Okay. And then you said, I saw him. I did when he jumped out the car. I know exactly who I saw.
Nobody never got out of the car, so this clearly proved that I knew what I was doing.
Do you recall telling your girlfriend that?
I don't recall what I told her.
Okay. And this was when the detectives had left the room.
I don't recall if they left the room or if they stayed in.
He don't recall shit, man. Come on now. Remember, don't get too close. You might stink this time. Don't get too close.
Do you recall further in the interview when the detectives asked you whether or not any of the people who did this had ever been to your home, you instructed your girlfriend to tell the detectives who had recently been at the house?
I don't recall what I told him.
Do you recall the detective asking anybody you let come over to the house recently that normally ain't been by there? And then you told Deshaun, tell him who been there. Do you recall that?
If I brought anybody to my house, I'm 100% sure they know not to play with me.
Okay. Do you also remember when you and your girlfriend were in the room by yourself, you told your girlfriend it was Tay and them who did this to you?
I don't recall.
It's crazy how he could just invalidate something that he clearly said to where it's like, I wonder if he really did say that. I mean, it's someone said he's just like Shonda. Yeah, this really is a Shonda 2.0. But I will say Shonda was shitty with it. Shonda wanted to act like she was the smart one. She was stupid. That's not how you do this, Shonda. You're a moron. He's doing it the right way. He's coming in and telling everybody, like, listen to me. I am not the smartest man out there, okay? I might be even sort of stupid, okay? So you're going to have to talk to me like a child. I don't know nothing. I don't remember nothing. I smoke so much weed, my long-term memory and my short-term memory's fucked up. He came in here doing it right, properly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like informing everybody that this is going to be a hard time. Shonda, on the other hand, she's supposed to be this genius, but she can't remember shit. That's a fucking moron right there. She should have humbled herself. She should have humbled herself and tried to act like she was as stupid as she could act. But Shonda always makes me laugh because she had that duality about her, like, oh yeah, I'm a genius, but I also can't remember anything. I literally have amnesia. Like, how does that work?
No.
Okay. Was your girlfriend's mother's home shot at?
Yes.
Okay. Was your sister's home shot at?
Yes.
Was your grandmother's home shot at?
No.
Did you think you were being retaliated against?
Huh?
When all the shootings were happening at your family members' homes, did you think you were being retaliated against?
That word's too big, ma'am. Remember. I already explained it to you. I don't understand things, okay?
I didn't think.
Oh no, I thought he was
know?
gonna go that route.
Okay. Why were you being retaliated against?
Because people said I killed Nut.
And do you know who was doing the retaliation?
No.
Do you recall telling detective in the same February 20th interview that it was a whole gang after you?
Anytime the investigator talked to me, I do not recall what I have told them.
So you don't recall telling them that it was a whole gang after you?
I would told them whatever I think that I need to tell them to convince them to stop watching me.
Was there a whole gang after you?
I don't know.
When you went to go meet with the detective that's in that picture,
Okay.
weren't you going to talk with him about being a victim of a crime?
No, I was shooting back. So I thought they were going to try to lock me up for shooting back.
But during the course of that interview, were you made aware that they weren't planning on arresting you because you were protecting yourself?
When they said they would take me downtown, I put my hand behind my back and told him, you going to lock me up? Come on, get it out the way now.
And did they ever lock you up?
Because he wanted the gun. So he gave me 24 hours to give him the gun. When he let me go, I didn't come back with the gun. So they sent the SWAT team to my house to get me.
But when you went the first day, did they ever put handcuffs on you?
Because they wanted the gun.
Did they ever put handcuffs on you?
He hadn't answered the question.
Did they ever put handcuffs on you?
One of the officers pulled them out, and he told him we don't need that.
Okay, so they never put handcuffs on you?
Overruled, sir.
But see, he's clearly saying the overall story. But he's blowing it out the water. They want specific answers, and he's giving the jury reasons for why it doesn't even matter. Like, they're trying to make it seem like, see, we weren't even going to arrest you. So you just made it all out. You blew it all out of proportion. But see, he's sliding in there like, no, it's because they wanted me, to lead them back to the weapons and shit. All that in itself, right there, that by itself shows why they don't need this witness up here. He's not on their side. When prosecutors put up witnesses, they need to be on their side. Or even if they don't want to be on their side, at least they're cooperating. He's not cooperating. He's over here explaining to the jury why he wasn't put in handcuffs when they're trying to paint this story that they weren't even trying to arrest him. So, you have shit like this. Honestly, it's kind of like, hey, pull him down and let's just stop questioning him because it's not looking good. But they just continue going on with the same witness, which makes me believe this is their strongest witness. This is the best they can do. This is the best they can do. After this witness, it goes all downhill from here. Because if they had anything better or stronger, they would have moved on from this complete clown show. So, prosecution is looking pretty bad right now. I'm just going to say that.
Did they ever put handcuffs on you?
I don't think so.
Okay. And when you left the interview, did you leave that interview without any handcuffs on you?
Yeah, I left. Okay. I went back to the streets.
So again, when you went in this interview, you were not in trouble.
I was.
Basis. Overruled, sir.
Were you arrested at all on February 20th when you went to go speak to the police about being shot at? Were you ever arrested that day when you went down to tell the police about what happened to you, your child, and your girlfriend?
They locked me up the next day.
I asked you, were you arrested that day?
No, they locked me up the next day.
Were you
There you go.
arrested that day?
Objection, Your Honor. Arguing that it's an yes and answer.
Overruled, sir.
Were you arrested that day?
No.
I saw him one time and I was like, oh, Judge has an earring. That's interesting. That's interesting. And I just kept it pushing, you know. But yeah, why you gotta wear the earring? I know you're a real person. You're a regular person. Throw that shit in while you're not in court. That's just what I'm saying. I don't know. If I see my judge has an earring in, I'm gonna start to get nervous.
Did you want the police to go and find the people who actually killed Nut so that people would stop retaliating against you?
Yeah.
Do you recall being asked by the detective, you knew one of them. I know you knew one of them. Your face tells the story. Now, out of all the ones, I mean, you might know the other ones, but I know you know one of them because the face tells the story. Because the face tells the story of somebody being close that you trusted. And your response was, it ain't that. The truth is, I wouldn't say that person because I'm not 100% sure, but I know only one person.
What's the base of your objection, sir?
Foundation, predicate.
Okay. All right. Foundation and predicate. I'll sustain the objection. Go ahead and rephrase, madam.
Did you know at least one of the individuals that were shooting at you back in February of 2015?
On my daughter's life, when that car pulled up on me, all I saw was a gun come out the window. They said, I never seen no one face. They was questioning me. They constantly kept telling me, you gonna let dudes shoot at you and your kids and this and that, and I'm telling them, and they won't believe me that I'm telling them I didn't see nobody's face. I didn't see nobody's face. And then after a while, I got tired of them asking me, so I don't recall if I just went ahead and said, yeah, I seen Tay, I don't know how it came out, but in my heart, and still to this day in my heart, I do not believe Tay had anything to do with me getting shot at.
Okay. Do you recall telling your girlfriend when it was just the two of you, I did when he jumped out the car? I know exactly who I saw.
I know exactly who I saw. But, you know, she feels like this is slam dunk material. He polluted this shit down so hard that at this point, I don't even care what your little piece of paper says. The man on the stand right here in front of me is telling me that he doesn't know shit about nothing. Who am I going to believe? The piece of paper or the man in front of me telling me he don't know shit about nothing? Just saying. And I don't know nothing about YSL. I don't know nothing about Young Thug. I'm just here as a juror to watch this trial. It's not looking good.
At that point, it was so much pressure on me. Yeah, I'm a daughter crying, trying to take her to the hospital. Somebody pull up on me, shooting. I'm trying to figure out what made me have the gun to go to the hospital. It's all type of stuff going through my mind. I don't know. Too much going on. Yeah, I can't because she keep asking me these questions and.
Oh my God.
Mr. Copeland, just take a breath, okay? We do need to take down your testimony, so you do need to speak a little slower, all right? Okay?
All right.
That shit is whole. He got the scribe over here fucking up. He's like, sir, can you please just slow down?
I'm trying to figure out what made me have the gun to go to the hospital. It's all type of stuff going through my mind. I don't know. Too much going on. Yeah, I can't because she keep asking me these questions.
Slow down. I'm sorry. No, I can't. She keeps asking me. Man, come on. You're a professional, man. You're supposed to be doing this shit. For real, for real. I've never heard someone stop and be like, hey, can you slow down so I can type this? Never heard it since I've been doing YouTube. He broke the scribe. Like, she couldn't keep up. That's crazy.
Out of crime, trying to take her to the hospital. Somebody pull up on me, shooting. I'm trying to figure out what made me have the gun to go to the hospital. It's all type of stuff going through my mind. I don't know. Too much going on. Yeah, I can't because she keep asking me these questions and.
Mr. Copeland, just take a breath, okay? We do need to take down your testimony, so you do need to speak a little slower, all right? Okay?
Okay.
All right.
All right. He said all right to the lady too. Hold on, you notice that? He said all right to the judge, and then he looked at her. He was like, all right, I got you.
So you do need to speak a little slower, all right?
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
This fool, he said.
Do you recall them telling you needed to give the gun to Gaither?
I don't recall. I know they said they want that gun. It's part of the investigation. I knew it was a trick. I told him if he let me go, I go get it and bring it back. He went for it.
And why didn't you get the gun?
Because I didn't know who.
Why didn't you go and give them the gun?
You know, it helped him lock me up.
At any point in time, did you ever get arrested for shooting back at those individuals?
Thank God.
Don't
I think
remember.
he said thank God he got arrested for shooting back because that kept him alive, low key. That just hit me. He was like, thank God. So he was like, that kept him alive, low key. That's what I'm assuming. Because, man, they were coming after him, bro. Shoot, like, okay, all jokes aside, him saying he don't remember nothing. Imagine you and your girlfriend and your child, and you just associate with Young Thug. You fuck around with Young Thug. You make a little money with him, whatever. And then shit hits the fan, and people think you killed Big Nut, and now everybody's trying to kill you. That's like a movie. That's like a movie plot. That shit must have been so scary, getting shot at with your child, bro. They shit. I understand. Honestly, listen. I understand fully why he does not want to cooperate. It's probably not even no allegiance to Young Thug. It's an allegiance to himself. He don't want to get shot at no more. It's just not fun. I doubt it's very fun. So he's like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm not snitching on nobody. I may have snitched earlier, but that was to get out of another jam. Now I'm getting out of this jam. I'm not telling. I'm not doing nothing. I don't blame him. I'm not trying to get killed over some stupid ass trial that ain't got much to do with me anyway. So thank you, Jim. We must have hit 100 likes. Thank you everybody for liking, man. Shout out to Jim for the gifted memberships, man.
You said, have I ever heard of 30 Deep?
Yes.
Yeah.
And what's 30?
What you mean?
What you mean?
How have you heard of that term, 30?
How have I heard of the term 30 Deep?
Yes.
Can you ask me in a way I can understand?
Sure.
Sure.
You said you've heard of 30D.
She sucks. Oh, do they not have any other prosecutor or lawyer or whatever? Because I noticed that maybe this is her jurisdiction. Maybe she's supposed to question Woody. But what? He just runs over her with the most crazy, while looking at her crazy. Look at how he's looking at her right now. Huh? What? He's like, bro, chill. I can't. This trial is going to last 12 years. Bro, it really might, guys. It really might. It really might be year 12. And we got Woody up there with his grays popping out, still explaining the story that he don't understand or remember.
What do you know about 30D?
What you mean? What do I know about it?
Tell the jurors. You said you know about 30D. What do you know about 30D?
You say the whole number of problems with that question. I object.
I'm gonna overrule the objection.
Is 30D?
Objection to reading.
I stay in the objection.
I haven't asked the question.
All right, you can go ahead and rephrase, madam.
What is 30D?
My neighborhood.
Is 30D a gang?
Huh?
Huh?
Is 30 Deep a gang?
I had no idea he was about to pull one of those. That's fucking. I can't. Huh? The most aggressive huh too. Huh? What? What?
Is it a game?
Fuck you say to
Yes,
me?
sir.
And what you define as a game?
How do you define a gang? Or do you? Let me strike that. Is 30 Deep a group of individuals?
That's too hard of a question. That's too difficult. You can't ask me those difficult questions. See, you got him fucked
Meaning-
up.
You said 30 Deep is your neighborhood.
Yes, it's my neighborhood.
Okay. Is 30 Deep a group of people in your neighborhood?
No, it's just, I don't know.
Is it a group
Debbie
of
said she's the one who cried in court. Woody worked her nerve overtime. She broke down.
What did you understand it to? What was your understanding of it?
It was cool.
And when you say it was cool, what do you mean?
Like, I thought it was cool. I just see and heard people say 30 deep.
And when you saw and heard people say 30 Deep, were they talking about people together?
Overrule, sir.
Speculation.
I'll stand that.
When you heard people talk about 30 Deep, what was your understanding of what they were talking about?
I heard the rapper say, and his song 30 deep. I don't know. I heard Gucci Man rap about it. I heard like Jeezy rap about it. I don't know.
Have you ever been a member or an associate of 30 Deep?
I don't know what associate mean.
Have you ever been around a group of people who identify themselves as 30 Deep?
Have I ever been around a group of people that identify themselves at 30 deep?
Yes. You said you consider yourself 372. What was 372?
It ain't for you to know.
I'm going to ask you again, Mr. Copeland. What was 372?
372.
Was that a gang?
What do you define as a game?
Mr. Copeland, I'm asking a question.
I can't answer your question if I don't know what you're talking about.
Was it you and a group of people a part of 372?
And what's a group of people?
3 or more people.
But yeah, but it wasn't no. We didn't hang on it. Like we wasn't. I guess.
Do you remember in February of 2015 talking about 30 Deep?
Objection.